one of the great venues to watch a game in any sport and one of the best home crowds in any sport. Soldier Field in Chicago. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already. Hard to believe, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Carolina Panthers taking on the Chicago Bears. The shadows starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. Khalil Herbert to return it from his end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Come on, stay! Hurry, hurry!
They'll start on the ground with Swift. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. This defense for the Bears, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
In today's NFL, when you talk about goals for defenses, and you think that maybe...
Well, the pressure gets to Love, and he'll go down. That's sacked by the DN, Danico Autry.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Throwing. Love. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Dropped for a loss of 7 by multiple defenders. Here's Johnny Hacker now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he'll just punch it out of there, and it's not a great kick. And taken at the 46. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 22 and a first down.
But fun to have to say they caught him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Barkley. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Barkley diving for the end zone, and he is in. Touchdown. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Ready.
On 1st and 10, Love. And this is Shepard on the catch. And they'll get to him right away at the 40. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1.
Ready?
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Flush to his right. And firing a deep ball for Kmet. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball. But he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space. Couldn't uncover at the end of the route. And that one winds up incomplete.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On third down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
One first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. This is taken at the 15. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Mike Williams, the intended target, and it's 3rd and 5. You look at this Carolina defense. It's quite a unit. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a first down on the play. They go play action. Cousins. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete. The Bears at 6-3 on the year. And they come in playing pretty well, 6-3 in their last 9.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 45 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing is Cousins. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
Keep in mind they can still get a first down here as they come up on 2nd and inches. They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he will fight his way in. Not giving up there. He's got a Bears touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 13th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bears go up by 2 touchdowns. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make the score 14-0. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because, to me, this ship is about ready to pull out of port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
Striker, 3-3. Ready?
Right back to Swift again on second down. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here comes Swift. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4.
Partner, you mind if I take off this headset and put on a coaching headset?
You want to get this running game going?
I want to get this running game going. I'm going down there and saying, gentlemen, we have got to run the football. We've got to get it going right now.
Yeah, to this point in the second quarter, it has been a struggle. Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. And showcasing those strong legs on that run, getting through 1 tackle. Now she winds up getting 8 there.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2. Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it down to the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a 1st down. Keep the sticks moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, Cousins. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. A good pickup, 17 yards and a bare 1st down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme. Get a little bit.
Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Panthers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth.
Yes,
and he's
I
miles away. And got his man complete. A big play there for Carolina. And even 40 yards. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10.
17.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And they will get the first down here as they move into field goal range as well, inside the 25.
And this pass rush has really been bringing the heat and has already gotten home a few times here in the first half. So how about the play call there? Sometimes if you can't protect, you've got to fool them. Screen passes like that can take a little steam out of what's been a relentless rush so far.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Montgomery is going backwards as he'll be tackled back at the 4-yard line. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Final play of the half. Love. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. Foster Moreau in the final seconds of the first half. And the Panthers are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. McManus's point after is good, and that'll make our score 14-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And finally, he's out of bounds, but not before a great return. He's all the way inside the 30. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A 1-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. From his end zone, here comes Patterson. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. A first down throw for Cousins. And he fires one incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games. And we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the 3rd quarter. yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion, but I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and he passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And they're going to speed things up here. 1st down. Here's Cousins. Got his man. It's Williams. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. 2nd down and a little more than a yard here. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some nifty running here as he'll take this across midfield and down to the 47. 77 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47. Cousins. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Cousins to throw it. Man open left side, it's Williams. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him, and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 19 on the year. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Love looking to throw it. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And not a great punt here. Out of bounds in the air. They're going to say this one doesn't even get to the 40. of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Cousins. He gets this one to Boyd. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Cousins. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That's good for 28 yards.
Here we go.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Off the play fake, Cousins. This is caught. Touchdown Bears. Saquon Barkley with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bears will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
Smack, red. Hut, hut.
Love with it here, 3rd and short yardage. That is caught, and he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Down. Rail, yellow. Hut.
1st down, Love to pass. And that's out to the flat for Swift. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Let's go, charge.
To pass, here's Jordan Love. That's complete to Moreau, the tight end. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Jordan Love. His 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game. And the Panthers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point from McManus is good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away. Patterson going to bring this out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
At their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after him right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently. I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
Shifts by him. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42.
That gives him 98 yards in this game, and he's got to feel pretty good about that, but the entire offense does. The big thing, though, Brandon, they've got to get to 100, though.
You think he knows he's at 98?
I think someone has told him by now. And here's the thing. Getting to 100 or more is tangible evidence that you've had a nice day running the football, and that's what his offensive line wants for him and for themselves.
That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a first down. Running left, it's Barkley. And good work there in open space. And he's got this all the way down now to the 32. 113 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game. They keep it with Barkley on first down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Play fake. Cousins. He'll get this out to Barkley, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 16. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Barkley, inside handoff. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got them now.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. And they'll indeed take a knee. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And they will take a knee here. Now Kaimi Fairbairn for the field goal try. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Fairbairn is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
From the end zone, here comes Herbert. And he returns this to the 22.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ready.
2nd and a couple.
Green Jack. Set, go.
Love now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And the Bears are going to take over here up near the 40.
Second down pass. Intercepted. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Where's the hunt?
Cousins just going to take this one down to a knee and end it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
They said their goal was to win 7 games. They've done that pretty early in the year.
I think it's time for them to elevate that number and really make a big push to finish the season strong.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from Soldier Field.